Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing information, seeing the data for the very first time. So in other words, I don't know what's coming next. So to honor your time, if you are looking for a video where the person's got hindsight in their favor and they're doing a trade recap or something like that, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, nitty-gritty, dirty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, I'm confident you'll find value in this video. So I will pause the recording software for now, and I'll be back at market open. We're going to play a put here at 23. Okay, got in. One put at 23. So just took a break even on that trade. It would have been all right. But yeah, that was not as good of a point as I thought it was. That's okay. I'd rather err on the side of caution. So yes, technically now I'm down, I don't know, a couple bucks on the day with commissions factored in. And if you notice, you'll see I try to cancel that out at the last second. But I ended up getting filled. So, because I was like, I don't think this is good. And, you know, didn't need to panic or anything like that. But decided to just end up. And again, I know in hindsight, I would have been okay. And I say that all the time just because I know there's always new viewers watching. A lot of times people are newer, and that's fine. That's great. I love newer traders. But sometimes newer traders, just like I did when I was a beginner, you forget that it's, you know, it's easy to sit back and say what should have been done or what you would have done when you know what happens next. But when you don't know what happens next, when you don't have hindsight, that's where trading becomes very, very, you know, challenging. So if this thing wants to come up a bit more, I am certainly willing to give it another try. But let's see if it wants to push up to, you know, up around the 448 mark. I'll pause. Have an order at 2110 in. For a put. And out for $50. So there we go. I should also note, if you have no idea what I'm talking about right now with the options, then let me know in the comment section. Just type options guide, and I will send you a link to a totally free class that I put together called The Big Basics of Options, and it'll walk you through enough information so you can understand what's going on here when I say call, put, strike price, stuff like that. You'll know what I mean, what's making the options move. You'll get, well, I guess the big basics of the option. So like I said, if you have no idea what I'm talking about when I say that I'm trading options here and all this, no big deal at all. We all start off not knowing what options are. Like I said, just let me know and I'll put to that class, or I'll link you to that free class. So there we go. 2 trades now. First one, losing trade. And I'm going to call that a losing trade because it was when you factor in commission. And then quickly wiped away that loss with a basic little $50 trade here. Haven't seen anything. You know, I'd love to see the price get up around this area of the chart here. I mean, you know, this area would be fantastic. But it just hasn't gotten up there, which is why I'm only going with 1 contract. But that's definitely a 2 contract trade if the price can get up around that area. So haven't seen any super good setups yet. So that's why I've just tried the 1 contract trades. But so there we go. I will go ahead and pause. Okay, I'm going to order at 1910 for a couple calls. Price needs to come down just a bit more. I'll keep a close eye on it. I'll go ahead and pause. Have an order at 1850. See if it wants to come down just a bit more. All right, I'll pause. All right, gonna go for call here at 2850. All right, I think I can actually get 27.10. Let's see. There we go. All right, I'll pause. Have an order at 18.80 for a call. Price needs to come down a little bit more. Oh, and then it bounces. All right, I will pause. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cancel this out and try for something a bit lower now, just because this is consolidating a bit too much here. So let's go to 24.50 on these. All right, I'll look for a fake breakdown of this current consolidation. I will pause. Have an order at 26.50. Did not get filled. So we'll go to 24.50 now. And look for a bigger move to the downside. There we go. Come on. Oh, was on best bid. Go to 23.70. If you take it back, you'll notice that my order was right there, best bid, but didn't get filled. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Well, we'll see if it wants to come back down. I will pause. I have an order at 19.10 for 2 puts. Getting close. All right, I'm going to go ahead go to 18.80 at this point. All right, I will pause. All right, I'm at 18.50. Trying to time it up with that blue line right around that area. In. Wait, what happened? What did I do? Oh my goodness. I had typed in completely the wrong number, so I took an automatic loss of $40 right off the get-go. I have 1590. Where did that even come from? I don't know. Somehow it got typed in there. All right, well, let's go to 1710. So, okay, that's the order I want. So yeah, I got filled, and then as soon as I clicked the sell button, it took me out for a loss because I had typed in the wrong number. So there would have been my nice trade. 1590, where? I really don't know where that would have come from. What was I potentially thinking that would have made me think? I don't know. That's just the nature of these live trade videos. When I'm trying to have to talk to you and think and enter in the right numbers and all that sort of stuff. That's not an excuse. It's completely my fault, 100%. Just offering a little context so I don't look like as much of an idiot as I probably look like right now is cut me a little slack, because I do have these videos going on here. So, okay, well, now I'm up $10 on the day because I just had that snafu. All right, I'll pause. Okay, I'm in and out there. I think I missed the entry point. Apologize for that. But at least I got the exit. So I was in for a put, 27.50, out at 27.90. Because these spreads are tightening up a little bit more. So even going for 50 cents, still possible, but given after that last trade, I want to just leverage things a little bit more in my favor. So just went for the 40 cents. And I might look to try to do it again, as this area here seems like it could potentially be a location where the bears are really starting to step up. Yeah, 27.50. See if I can just rinse and repeat again here. I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, I am in. Sorry about that. Happened way too fast. All right, but I got to stop talking. Let's go to 1250 now. So it's a whole process over again. Wow. Fast mover. And okay, we got to go to 1050 now because this thing's really picking up the pace. So I'm just going to play it extra safe here. Maybe I should be changing strike prices. So on that last trade, I made a quick $80, happened in just mere seconds. Because again, I apologize for not catching the entry point where I meant to. All right, I will pause, but I'm going to keep a very close eye on it. But even with that, given how fast this thing can all of a sudden move, I make no promises, but I will try my best. Okay, I have an order at 2110. In. Going in at 2110. And out for $40, although that was way too complicated. It should not have been then difficult to get filled on such a nice move. So I'll factor that into any sort of future trades. Again, only going for 40-cent move. And if you scroll back and look over here, you can see I was on the best offer several times and it just did not want to quite fill me. So like I said, I'm just going to have to be extra picky in my entry points because apparently, so for example, this next one, I'm going on at 1810. Is that super far away? Sure is, but I'm going to be very picky because apparently you're going to need a very good entry point if you want to try to keep things as pleasant as possible on your end. So, all right, I'll go ahead and pause, but there's another relatively quick $40. I thought it would have been quicker than what it was, but I'll take it. So, and I got the entry point and I got the exit on that one, caught on video. So we're making strides in the right direction, but I will go ahead and pause. Okay, I have an order at 23.50. I changed strike prices. Maybe should have played off the pink line there, that 200 period moving average. But like I said, I'm going to be extra picky here. I will go ahead and pause. Have an order at 23.10. Looking like 22.70 might be the more accurate one. So let's see it come down a bit more. I'm interested with the price down around 446.90-ish. So it needs to come down about another 15-ish, 20-ish cents. All right, I will pause. Okay, I'm at 21.70. Okay, let's go to 21.10 now. Looking for another quick move down. All right, I will pause. Okay, I have an order at 20.70. Needs to come down just a bit more. That's what I was looking for. Let's go to 20.10 now at this point. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. Have an order at 20.50. Price just snapped down. I didn't have an order out there at that time. I got distracted. All right, I'll pause. Okay, I have an order at 19.50. Trying to err on the side of caution. Okay, there we go. I'm on best bid. Nope, just sitting there. I do not feel comfortable with that at all. Again, if you scroll back, you'll notice that I was just sitting there at 19.50 and it did not fill me. Just not going to risk all of a sudden getting filled and have to flush against me. Okay, never mind. I'm at 17.50 now. I am going to just look for a flush. Have an order at 16.10. Okay, that was the first spaz move that I was looking for, so didn't get filled on it. So let's go to 15.50 now. And we'll see if we can get another jolt move to the downside. There we go. Okay. Got to go to 1470 now. In at 1470. Some crazy action here. And out for $50. Sorry, I'm looking over at this right here, the 5-minute chart. So I didn't mean to make it awkward and space out. I'm just trying to figure out where could there be an... Okay, I do need to change strike price at this point. So this one's starting to get pretty cheap. So you're going to notice those prices change again. Let me know in the comment section. Options guide. Part of that big basics of options is explaining strike prices. Okay, well, if this wants to come down some more, then I will be ready at 2050 and we'll start the process over again. I will go ahead and pause. So that's all I have. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. And overall, a fine day, and except that one trade where I completely butchered and gave myself a $40 loss for no reason. So and that would have been a winning trade. So had that thing been different, then this would have been a very solid day. Don't get me wrong, it was already a good solid day. But yeah, I guess if there's a key learning lesson, always should double check your orders, because if you don't double check, sometimes numbers just end up in ways that you have no idea how they did. And like you saw here, it ended up costing me a $40 loss, but actually more than that, because it took away from really a $90 swing, because I would have been up $50, but I did not end up $50. I ended it up at minus 40. But overall, that's all I have. If you enjoy these live trade videos, if you would like for me to continue to make these, as always, please hit that like button, leave a comment down below. I appreciate it. And as I've said already a couple times, I'll end with this. If you do want to learn more about options, and like I said, just let me know in the comment section and I'll send you a link to that guide. So thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.